Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We have the UU battle with Top Hat Murkrow. So, if you guys remember a few days back, I posted a battle against him, and it was like, it was unfortunate because when he decided to do the roulette battle, he somehow chose 4 Ubers, and I'm not sure how he managed that. So he was all, hey, let's do a UU battle so I don't look like complete crap, and I was like, yeah, I know you're not bad. I know you're not bad. Let's make sure these people know you're not bad. And, yeah, sure, we'll do a UU battle. I had to come up with a new team, and I didn't really come up with it. Someone just threw me this team and was like, use this. And I'm like, okay, sounds good. So, basically, he has a Xatu, which is going to be really annoying because I can't really set up anything. So I'm going to switch out my Bronze Zone here into my Nidoking, knowing that he hopefully will go for the Toxic or something, like some kind of status move, either Toxic or Thunder Wave. Either way, I could go ahead and, take either one. So he is going to bring in his Umbreon, which is also going to be very annoying. His team is just, I don't know. It's really, really bulky, and right here, I go for the U-turn as he switches into Kingdra. Predicted me to switch out into something. Not sure what, and I'm going to bring in Blastoise because I figure if it is a Dragon Dance Kingdra, I can get rid of its Lumberry or its attack stat with a Scald, so I'm going to go for Scald here. Go ahead and hope for the burn. Don't really get it, which is unfortunate. Kind of thinking maybe he'll go for an obvious Thunderbolt or something, or a Volt Switch. Yeah, but he just goes straight into Umbreon for whatever reason. I guess hoping that, if I do get a burn on his Umbreon, this synchronized thing will pass along. So, yeah, decide to go for Sludge Wave. It actually does a decent chunk to Umbreon, considering that thing is, has a special defense of the Wall of China or something. I don't know. But, yeah, gonna go ahead and switch here. He goes for Foul Play. I don't know why. But it really puts my Victini at 21 HP, which is going to be somewhat of an issue to go ahead and deal with. And unfortunately, his Umbreon's going to have Protect, so he's going to know what to switch straight into. So, going to go ahead and go for the U-turn here, as, I'm going to have to somehow make a 21 HP Victini work out. So, Brendan Nidoking, knowing that obviously this is going to be threatening for his Gligar, so he's going to be forced to switch out. So, I'm going to go for the Sludge Wave. And, fortunately, still do probably about, that's probably like a 30, I don't know, like a 30% damage, something along those lines, and he's going to switch here. I thought maybe he'd try to go for Protect, and I was going to, use it to my advantage, and I'm going to switch here, thinking that this might be Death Fodder, and he's going to bring it back in Umbreon. So, not sure why he did that, but Umbreon's in here, Umbreon's here, so Umbreon's going to Protect. I'm going to go ahead and try and Trick, and I should have known that after he Protected, I really probably shouldn't have gone for the Trick quite yet again, but I decided, what if he tries to Overpredict, and it just doesn't end up working out. Both of us somehow have a Choice Band, so now I know his Flygon's Choice Band, so I know that Nidoking can fortunately outspeed it now, so here comes the Choice Band Flygon's U-turn. It does considerable amount considering it's a Flygon, and it also happens to be neutral. So his, not really sure why his Xatu goes for a U-turn. I go ahead and stay in for whatever reason, not really sure why. I guess just to Gyro Ball the Xatu, see how much it would do, was my thought process, because I wasn't sure what to do at that point. And so I'm going to switch into my Blastoise, knowing he's obviously going to go for those Stealth Rocks. He goes for the Taunt to go ahead and prevent me from setting up Stealth Rocks if he thought that's what I was planning. Go for the Scald and hoping for a burn here, and of course, now I get a burn when I'd rather, like burn a Gligar or something. That's why I went for Scald. Burning my own Blastoise is not exactly the best thing in the world, so I'm gonna have to switch out here. Thinking maybe, I used Rapid Spin, got rid of the rocks, so, I thought maybe I could set up my own rocks. And, I really, see, the Xatu kept messing with my head, okay, let's be honest here. Xatu kept freaking messing with my head, and I was like, there's nothing I can really do about, trying to set up rocks. So, I just have to kind of hope that he doesn't do rocks. So knowing he's going to bring in Umbreon, because this is like the umpteenth time that he has brought in Umbreon on my Nidoking, so I'm starting to kind of, figure out his whole thought process here. And I'm going to go ahead and go for the Rapid Spin, as he's either going to, be forced to Wish or Protect or do something like that. And he's going to go for the Wish, actually. So that shows me that he does have it. And I don't really think he's going to pass along the Wish at this point, because really Umbreon's the only thing that has low-ish HP, I suppose. And so I'm going to go ahead and switch here into the boss. Honchkrow is forced to come out and provide some sort of threat to this Umbreon. So I do carry the superpower, so there is that, and I honestly considered going for it. But I thought maybe he'd go straight to Gligar, so I go for the Brave Bird, which, even though that's, quad resisted, it still does a huge chunk of damage to it, which is nice. So here I'm going to bring in my Raikou, and basically, I figured Flash Cannon was probably the choice he was going to go for, considering I have Nidoking. And then, even if we went for, like, Volt Switch or something, I'd also resist that. So I'm going to go for the Volt Switch here, knowing, obviously, Umbreon's going to come in! Because Umbreon comes in on every single special thing I bring in. So now I get to bring in my Victini, finally, on Umbreon. Unfortunately, of course, this thing has Protect, so there's nothing I can really do. Gonna go for the V-Crate, because looking at his team, and looking at Kingdra is at low enough HP that even if I go for V-Crate, I'll be fine. So I'm gonna go for V-Crate. And right here, I don't know. Because I'm Choice Banded and because I'm adamant, I was fearing that his Gligar's natural speed would outspeed me, so I am going to switch here in case he's going for Earthquake or something. He goes for Roost! Much to my surprise, so I could have potentially killed Gligar at that point, and I really probably should have just gone for the V-Crate, so looking back, that probably would have made this battle a little bit shorter, as I wouldn't have to worry about the annoying Gligar. So I figured I'd stay in case he wants to go for Stealth Rocks. However, obviously he's going to try and, force me to die to recoil, so I might as well switch, and that's when he decides to go for Stealth Rocks. So I could have had an easy kill right there, again. So, like this, I don't know, for whatever reason, I'm just not killing this Gligar when I should, and it's really starting to annoy me. He brings in Kingdra, and I'm like, okay, whatever, I can take a Hydro Pump. I also get the burn, which is nice, because this is especially attacking Kingdra as it is anyway, so I think I should be able to take one Hidden Power Grass is what I'm guessing, but that awkward moment that he misgened and it's Hidden Power Steel. So that was kind of funny. Even I think I would have been able to take a Hidden Power Grass even if it was Choice Specs anyway. So I think it would have been fine to get off the Rapid Spin. I just probably would have died a little bit sooner. So go for the Scout again. Just trying to whittle that Kingdra down. Because unfortunately, I can't whittle it down with hazards, or whittle any of his team down with hazards, because guess what? That Xatu is preventing me from, putting up hazards, because obviously it's just not good. Here I'm trying to sacrifice my Blastoise, my Rick Turtle, because I got rid of the Stealth Rocks, and I have to do what I have to do. Essentially is what it comes down to. And I live on 1 HP. Not that it matters, because all I had to burn anyway, but it was just kind of funny that I lived on 1 HP. Not really sure how it happened, it allowed me to get off an extra scout turn. And so here, he is either forced to Protect and give himself the Wish, or he's forced to switch, in which case I probably should have, gone for... Probably should have just gone for V-Crate, although, this thing would have taken another V-Crate. So I decide Eterna's probably the best bet, even if Gligar gets to full health. I can threaten him out with an Ice Beam or something, and yeah, so I honestly considered going for Earth Power, because I thought maybe, for whatever reason, no Brain and Umbreon, had I gone for Earth Power, that would have been an easy KO on Magneton, and would have really gotten rid of it. Brain and Bronzong, and yeah, he shows like that he has the ability to switch moves, so I'm guessing it's probably max special attack. Eviolite Magneton is my guess. Something along those lines. Maybe Expert Belt, but probably Eviolite. And I have Earthquake, so I finally get rid of one of the annoying things on this team that can take a hit. And obviously, Gligar's going to come in and set up the Stealth Rocks. So I'm going to bring in Victini and go for the V-Crate. Gonna go for the V-Crate, like I said. So V-Create is going to bring him down. Or had he roosted, I think he would have outsped me in a couple turns. So he could have stalled this off with Roost a little bit until I was slower than him, and then I would have lost Bikini while Gligar had relatively full health. But since he didn't, yeah, pretty much, hi Honchkrow, how you doing? The boss is coming to do the work for his minions. The boss has to get his own hands dirty. What is this? The boss got so much moxie that he's just KO'd a Gligar. And, you know, obviously this Kindra just knows only how to attack, so I can go for Sucker Punch safely. And, I decided to play with his head a little bit because I figured, you know, otherwise he might go for an attack. But since he brought in, you know, Xatu, I probably would have been fine to go for the Roost anyway. But I played with his mind a little bit and was like, oh, it would have been nice if I had Roost, huh? And, he goes for Roost. Not really sure why. Because I'm pretty sure a +2 Brave Bird probably would have taken him out at that point in Heat Wave. So he's going to go for Heat Wave. Guess he has Heat Wave for, like, Bronze Zones, because, you know, Bronze Zone is pretty dominating in the UU tier. So, go for that Brave Bird. The boss continues to get his hands dirty, and the boss now has +3. So, Honchkrow is obviously getting really deadly. Now, in comes Umbreon. It's his last Pokemon, so I'm going to go ahead, give him a merciful death, and use the superpower. And obviously, you know, I'm going to get the Moxie boost, which is fine and dandy, but that is the UU rematch against Top Hat. Oh, wait. Hold up. I forgot he still had Flygon. Anyway, I Sucker Punched the Flygon. And now we'll try this outro. That is the match against Top Hat Murkrow. I completely forgot he still had Flygon, but obviously the boss, you know, after getting his hands dirty, he's going to finish off the game. So that's a nice little Honchkrow cleanup right there for you guys. Which shows, beware of Honchkrows. They're the boss. They're the bosses, and, you know, the bosses control us all. But, yeah, that was a really good rematch versus Top Hat Murkrow. Hope you guys enjoyed, and, well, we'll see you guys later. Goodbye.